Now to a breakthrough in the investigation of an Indonesian plane crash. After battling a day of bad weather, crews were finally able to reach the crash site of the Tri-gana Air Service plane. They found key evidence and bodies, concluding that none of the 54 on board survived. CCTV's Saputra has more from Jakarta.
After trekking through steep mountain covered with dense forest and laced with fog, the Indonesian search and rescue team finally reached the crash site and recovered the black box of a passenger plane that went missing on Sunday with 54 people on board. But hopes of finding any survivors quickly evaporates.
Telah berhasil mengumpulkan jenazah.
We have found 54 bodies at the crash site and put them in body bags to then be evacuated.
Untuk siap dievakuasi.
The ill-fated Tri-gana Air flight took off from Jayapura to the town of Oksibil when it lost contact to the air traffic controller just 14 miles to its destination airport. No distress call was ever made from the ATR 42-300 plane whilst flying through the notoriously treacherous mountainous area. While the cause of the crash will have to wait for the analysis of the black box to be concluded, there are indications of mismanagement and procedural gap, namely the different names in the manifest. This crash is just the latest in a string of fatal incidents that marred Indonesia's aviation history. Serious questions will need to be raised to ensure that the passengers will not be forced to take unnecessary risks every time they step onto a plane. But for the families of the passengers, the answer to those questions will have come too late.
I hope they can evacuate my father's body safely to Jayapura so we can bury him decently in the cemetery.
Saputra, CCTV, Jakarta.